Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to do the Toyota 3.0 V6 Egr Delete. This is my first time doing the Egr Delete on this engine, but I'm very familiar with the whole Egr Delete because I've done it twice on the 22RE engine. This is what you will be removing, and I'll be showing you guys the engine bay here shortly on what you should plug in and what vacuum lines you're going to be removing. Let's start off with this guy here. This is actually the pair, they call it the pair valve, whatever you want to call it. The thing that you're blocking off is this plate here, and also this plate right here. This whole mechanism is held by two bolts right here, 12 mil, and two bolts right here, 12 mil. And so you want to remove those off. I believe there's also two bolts that holds right here. There are two bolts that holds right here. The other thing you have to remove is this nut here. So you have to take a vice grip and take this off, because once you have everything unbolted, these guys, and down here, you can't pull this out because you guys see this black long piece here. This piece is what goes into your intake, so you don't have enough room to pull this out as a whole unit. So you have to take this piece off. So you take that piece off, and then this guy can come out. Also comes out with this piece here, and then this right here will come out as one, and you can slide this off. So you can see here my intake was super dirty. There's still really lots of grudge in there. So once you remove that, you're done with that. The next thing we have over here is called the Egr Delete, or the Egr. It's held by two 12 mil, and then there's also two 14 mil that holds this piece in. These two bolts were pretty tricky to get to because they also bolt with a bracket that holds your brake line, or one of your brake line. Two 14 mils, two 12 mils. You're gonna remove that, and then I'll show you guys what else you need to remove. Also, you gotta unplug this tube here, this vacuum line. This is like a 3/8 vacuum line. You unplug that piece and then it'll come out. The other thing you want to remove is also, you can reduce the space around your intake and your air box. This air box here, I'll show you guys where this goes. This right here connects to your hard line, and then this right here goes to your box, your intake box. So it sits like that, and then this piece here sits on the bottom. It connects to your main end tube, your main intake, and then this tube here connects to a hard line, and I'll show you guys that too. So you can remove both of these guys and cap these off, and I'll show you that, and you'll have so much room on the driver's side. So let's move over to the engine bay and show you what's going on. We're at the engine bay here, and I'm gonna show you guys the air box. So this air box here usually will go right down here. It goes down here and it connects to this main tube here, guys. You guys see that? So what you need to do is go to Lowe's and buy a 2-inch plug. That's a 2-inch plug. It's a tight fit, but it'll fit in there. And then you might want to go ahead and put some silicone around it just to waterproof it. So that just goes in there. This tube right here originally goes right here. And I just capped it off, but I think I don't need to because I think on the other end is open. But just for safety insurance, I capped that off. So pretty much you're done with this box. Now we have this top box here, guys. This top box originally sits like this, and it connects over here. So you do have to cap it off right here. This is 3/8 cap this off. And originally this right here goes in here. And again, I didn't cap it off because this tube here goes around and connects to the Egr. So the Egr is like this. It sits way down here between your intakes. So this tube here is connected to a hard line behind under your intake, and that hard line is the same hard line that's right here, that connects to right here to right here. So really, when you remove this end and that end, it's going to be an open tube, so you don't really have to plug it up, but you do have to plug it up over here where the box is. So hopefully that makes sense. You have two 14 mil bolts and two 12 mil bolts. So once this is removed, you're gonna cap it off. That's where the Egr went to. And then this is the pair valve. Pair valve sits like this, and it bolts into these studs here. You can remove these studs once you're done. So for the pair valves, it's held by right here. This is the block off plates, and as you guys can see, I have one of the stud that is broken, so it's held on by one nut, and so far it's running okay. And then this is the other piece that goes into your intake. So this piece sits right, it will go right here, and this is what it looks like when it's inside of it. So you guys can see how you don't have the room to move it as one whole piece. You have to unbolt this guy here, and once you unbolt this, you can bend it this way. So all that stuff is now removed. Let's talk about what we're gonna plug, and we'll start from over here. So we plug this guy, these two hard lines, I believe you don't have to plug it. This one I plugged it because I haven't confirmed where it ends. You can see two hard lines right here. You can unplug those because those goes into these guys, and then these guys goes right here, and then they jump over here to the intake. So you do have to plug over here, plug those in, and then these hard lines are now empty hard lines. The only hard line you want to keep is this one here, which goes right here. This is your fuel pressure regulator, so you want to keep this guy here. So this one goes all the way back here to the fuel pressure regulator, and that's pretty much it for the driver's side. There's two hard lines right here. I don't have to cap these off, but I capped them off just so that I can put my spark plug coils behind it. I believe these two hard lines are the same hard line that are right here, but I just capped them off because I haven't confirmed it. I did remove them and it didn't make any difference. The engine was still running the way it was, so it definitely means that there's no effect on it. You can remove these or just cap them off for now. The other thing I removed is this red one and this blue one. There are two lines that goes into your power steering right here. This is your power steering. And what that does is that when your vehicle is on idle, and if you're turning your steering wheel, it'll just raise up your idle so that your engine doesn't die. I removed it on the 22RE and didn't have any issues, so I'm pretty sure you'll be fine if you remove it. They're just two holes. You can remove them and just plug up this in. You don't have to cap the end on the power steering, just cap it on the intake side. We also had this yellow one here. This yellow one here usually ran from this one to the blue one, I believe. So you have three main electrical components right here. You have the you have the blue, the red, and the green. So the blue and the green, you can just go ahead and uncap all of those. The only one you want left is this red one / orange one. This is your fuel pressure regulator. So you can see on the bottom of this one here, it has this vacuum that goes in here, and then on the top of it, it has this T vacuum. It has this T vacuum that goes in here and connects to another guy. And then this right here goes right here, and I believe this is for your differential. So really you have just that. So that's pretty much all you have, guys. Very, very basic. I can definitely clean up this section more. Like I can remove these out and clean up this mess a little bit more, but I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. The main thing is that I have room right here now, so I have all the room to do my spark plug wires and anything that might be needed over here. So far the engine runs great. I have less than 50 miles on it since I done the mod, so I don't have a check engine light on. But if you do have a check engine light on, then you just have to put the resistor, 10,000 resistors or whatever they give you, into the plugs here, the EGR plug or the green plug. I don't have a check engine light on right now, so we'll keep driving for the next 100 miles and we'll see what happens. And the kit that I bought was from Yoda Shop. So the kit comes with the 3 plates. It came with like this gray cap and this black cap, and then also came with the 2 resistor. I just recommend you guys buy the kit. It's only 20 bucks. It's a great deal. If you don't have these caps here, you can just go to your auto parts and they all have these caps. All these caps, these are my caps. These are all the one I bought from the auto parts store. So they're just called vacuum caps. So just go look for it, you'll find it. That's pretty much all for the Egr Delete. It's not super hard. The only thing you gotta be careful is just make sure you don't strip any of your bolts and stuff like that. You guys also see this black bracket down here. So this black bracket has a hard line, which is like a brake line or something, and that black bracket also, it bolts onto this piece when it was in there. So you have to remove those 2 14mm bolts, and then this piece will come off, and then you just go ahead and bolt this back onto the cylinder head. So really easy, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys think I missed out anything or any other tips or any advice you guys might have, leave it in the comment section down below. This is just a very basic Egr Delete. If you really want to go crazy, you can go ahead and remove your intake and you can remove these hard lines. So if you can remove these hard lines, you'll have a much cleaner engine bay. And if you remove these hard line, you would just get longer vacuum hose and run them directly, a long vacuum hose directly where it needs to go. And same thing with these guys. So that's what you would do if you wanted to remove these hard line. And eventually I will do that in the future when I do need to remove my intake, but right now I don't want to mess with it. So in the future I will be removing these hard lines, and it'll be much cleaner. So this is it for this video, guys. This is the Egr Delete on the Toyota 3.0. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. After this video, I'll go ahead and throw up some photos for a slideshow, and I'll show you guys the before and after, and just some more detailed photos. You guys are more than welcome to pause the videos and screenshot it, or save the videos for future reference. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time.